This week we're looking at tenses, and today we're going to look at the simple present tense and the present progressive tense. So when we're talking about tense in English, we're talking about words that show when an event happened, whether they've happened in the past tense, whether they're happening now in the present tense, or whether they're going to happen in the future. So present tense is what we're focusing on today, and present tense tells us that event is happening now. So present tense, we're thinking of two sorts of present tense. The first one we're going to look at is called the simple present tense. And the simple present tense shows us about events that are happening now. And we can split this into three different types. They are events that are just repeated regularly. Eva wakes up, so if I get my highlighter, we can highlight the verbs. Eva wakes up at 7:30 every morning. It's an event that happens every day. I walk to school. I ride my bike every weekend. So they are events that are happening and they happen on a regular basis. We've also got verbs, events that we can use the simple present tense because they are always or generally true. The sun sets in the west. I speak Urdu. They live in a city. So they are events that are true. The last one, a little bit confusing because it's talking about events that are happening in a future time. So you might think, well, why wouldn't we use future tense? But we'd use the present tense because although they're happening in a future time, we give an idea of the time of when it's actually happening. So the bus leaves at 9 o'clock. And because we're using that at 9 o'clock, we're using the present tense. The film starts at 3:30. So let's have a go at some ourselves. A repeated event. I eat toast for breakfast. Let's use the verb go. So I'm going to have a go and then you can have a go. I go to school. It's an event that happens on a regular basis. I go swimming. I go swimming every weekend. See if you can have a go at a sentence. You could use the verb form go, or you could pick a different verb form. You could use eat to give me a sentence that uses the simple present tense for an idea, an event that just happens on a regular basis. The next one is used for events that are always or generally true. He has 2 cats. I have a brother. I have a sister. I have 2 dogs. Can you come up with a sentence which is always or generally true? You can use the verb form have or has. You could choose a different verb form. I live in Twickenham. I speak German and French. So you have a go at a sentence using always or generally true and the simple present tense. And our last one, an event that's happening in the future time. Don't forget you need to give the time. She swims on Saturdays. She plays football at the weekend. She plays with her friends after school. So see if you can come up with your own sentence thinking about an event that's happening in the future with the time form. She goes to Munchies at 3:15. Now we've got 2 different verb forms we're using right now. We're going to be using the simple present tense, is what we've just been looking at, and something called the present progressive tense. So it's still the present tense. The difference between the present progressive tense is because it's thinking about events that are happening right now and are continuing. And that's why we've got the idea of this form progressive. It can also be called the present continuous. It's got 2 names, the present progressive tense and the present continuous tense. It's the same thing, it's just the word progressive or continuous. It means it's happening right now. So to change a verb into the present progressive, we just need to use am. I am going. I am sailing. It means it's happening right now. So in the simple present tense, we have I talk, and in the present progressive tense, I am talking. Now I want to draw your focus to the spelling patterns. If the verb ends in an E, here's the rule. Knock off the E and add ing. So here's the verb rake. I rake is the simple present tense. I am raking, knock off the E and add ing. I am raking the leaves in the garden. I take the shopping out of the car. simple present tense. I am taking the shopping out of the car is my present progressive. I talk, I am talking. By adding in am, we're showing that it's happening right now. Here's our next spelling pattern. If we have a verb form that ends in ie, knock off the ie and change it to the y and add ing. I tie my shoelaces. I am tying. Knock off the ie, add a y, add ing. Lie. I lie on my bed. I am lying is my present progressive. Knock off the ie, change it to a y, add ing. My next spelling pattern is double the consonant. Prefer. I prefer. I am preferring. Double the consonant, add ing. Admit. I am admitting. Double the consonant, add ing. Target. Double the consonant, I am targeting, add ing. Which sentence is written in the present tense? So pause the film and have a go by yourself if you're feeling confident. Owen played football and then went home. Well, this ed is giving me the idea this happened, an event that's happened in the past. It's past tense. Amy cleaned the dishes after dinner and then went to her room. It's past tense. Irma watches a movie and cries all the way through it. Is happening now. It is in the present tense. Circle the simple present tense verbs below. So events that are happening now. I wish, I hiss, and hunch are all in the present tense. They are verb forms happening now. The clue here is it's ending in ed, so it's a past tense verb. Okay, help me. So if you feel confident, you can pause the film, do it by yourself. If not, do it with me. Match the simple present tense verb to its present progressive. Remember, present progressive is adding am. I hope, I am hoping. Clap. I am clapping. And remember, here we've doubled the consonant. Which sentence is in the present progressive tense? You get ready for school, but I watch TV. Well, this is the simple present tense. You are getting ready for school, but I am watching TV is the present progressive. Okay, have a go at the next one by yourself. He travelled by bus, but she rode her bike is the simple present tense. He is travelling by bus, but she is riding her bike is the present progressive. Fill in each space with the correct verb form below. Make sure the verb is written in the simple present tense. Mandy something the answer to the question and she gets it correct. Brush, box or guess. So we need simple present tense. So we need Mandy guesses the answer to the question and she gets it correct. Okay, simple present tense. Billy something with his partner at the gym, but he doesn't often win. Billy boxes with his partner at the gym, but he doesn't often win. Simple present tense, it's happening. Shannon brushes her teeth twice a day, so she never needs a filling. Evie's changed a sentence from the present progressive tense to the simple present tense. So it's in the simple present tense at the moment. Casey collects stamps and puts them in an envelope. What was Evie's original sentence? So we need to change it back into the present progressive. So we need is. Casey is collecting stamps and is putting them in an envelope. The idea that it's happening and happening now and it's still happening. Okay, if you're feeling confident, do the next one by yourself. You need to change it from the simple present tense to the present progressive. Jack works in a pet shop and looks after the animals. So we have Jack is working in a pet shop and is looking after the animals. Full stop. Have a go to the next one by yourself. So it's in the simple present tense and you need to change it into present progressive. The twins are climbing, there's two of them, trees, and are riding their, make sure you spell there correctly, their bikes in the woods. Full stop. Okay, you're ready to complete the task. Task 1 is changing your verb forms from the simple present tense to the present progressive. And then you've got an extra task to challenge you a little bit more if you wish.